the head of the Climate and Environment in Yunnan Insurance Research Center. He's been working on research for more than 15 years, focusing specifically on catastrophe risk management and climate change. And Hyundai Marine and Fire Insurance is the leading non-life insurer with about $7 billion of direct premium written in South Korea. And the research center, which Mr. Young Park is part of, as I said, is focusing on climate and environment, traffic safety, and market environment fields. Today, Mr. Young Park will talk about the regulatory framework and market potential of catastrophe bonds in Korea. So let me introduce and let me welcome Mr. Young Park.
Thank you, Mr. Maurer. Good morning, everyone. My name is Young Park. As he said, I am from Hyundai Insurance Research Center. Today, my objective of presentation is regulatory framework and market potential in Korea. And to the beginning of my presentation, I'd like to speak about our research center. So, our research center has three subjects of insurance research field. The first one is traffic safety for auto insurance. The second one is the market environment for marketing and channel strategy. And the last one is my team for climate and environment. We are studying for impact of climate change and mitigation method for our insurance company and our clients. So our insurance research center was established in July last year. So yes, this is a brief information about our research center. And the next one is today's table of contents. My presentation will divide into three parts. First one is market perspective on the insurance cat fund in Korea. And second one is analyzing the regulatory framework in Korea for ILS. And the last one is planning the first cat fund in Korea. If you have any questions during my speech, I'm glad to have your valuable question after my presentation. So, in this first part, I'll talk about this page of Korea and insurance market and capital markets of Korea. Korea is a peninsula that is located between Japan and China. So the right side of the Korea is near from Pacific Ring of Fire, and the left side, the bottom of the Korea is a tropical cyclone area. So we have some large losses from tropical damages from typhoon and flood. So we think about three kinds of perils for potential cat fund risks. First one is typhoon, second is flood, and earthquake. Most of the typhoons are accompanied by heavy rain with after landfall, so we can assume windstorm damage before typhoon landfall, and then heavy rainfall with flood will follow. So in Korea, we have a foreseen that has torrential rain in summer. Occasionally, flood might ensue after torrential rain. Nowadays, it has been increased partly due to the climate change. And the last possible peril is earthquake risk. Historically, we had three historical tsunami damages from earthquake hit west side of Japan since 1978. So even though we have never serious damages from earthquake or tsunami, this is indispensable potential peril of Korea. This slide shows your economic loss from natural disaster by year. So as you can see, in 2002 and 2003, we have two large losses from typhoon landfall. And the second biggest natural hazard is a flood by heavy rain. But except 2002 and 2003, we have been relatively peaceful period. This bar chart and table shows you the total economic loss in the last decade, and the top 10 costliest natural disaster. So, sorry. The biggest peril is typhoon, over $11 billion loss, and the second one is $4.7 billion loss for heavy rainfall and wind flood. Right table shows you the 10 largest economic losses since 1916. Remarkably, 4 of 10 largest costliest natural disasters is from typhoon landfall, and it is only one peril related to cold weather that caused almost $700 billion loss. And we have no serious damage from earthquake or tsunami. This table and chart gives you information about regional economic loss from last decade. Even though more than half of national economy is concentrated to capital area, Seoul, Incheon, and Gyeonggi province, but most of large losses are occurred in southern region, especially in coastal area. Gangwon province is an exceptional case. Between 2002 and 2003, it had been lost from typhoon landfall and torrential rain with flood. But when it compares to economic loss, the insured loss was not serious because of low insurance penetration. This slide shows you the monthly typhoon path. So most of our typhoon loss occurred during July to September. And annually more than 24 typhoons have been developed, but less than 4 typhoons impact to Korea, and less than 1 typhoon has been landfall within Korea. And this slide is wind hazard map for 200 years of return period. Most of coastal areas, including Jeju Island, are higher risk zone of wind hazard. And after typhoon landfall, as I said, it had been followed by heavy rainfall with flood. So in 2002, even though we have annual precipitation of 1,200 millimeters, but in that time, almost over 2/3 annual precipitation is poured in one time. This page gives you information about 2 largest typhoon loss. In 2002, typhoon loss left the great damage to Korea compared to typhoon Memi in 2003. Even though its max peak loss was much lower than typhoon Memi, because it had been followed by historical big rainfall, as I said, more than 2/3 of annual precipitation. Nationwide, more than 17,000 hectares were flooded. As a result, it left more than $5.7 billion economic loss. Comparing to Typhoon Rusa, Typhoon Memi was different of that. Due to the extreme wind speed, it caused large damages to industrial facility, especially to harbor and shipyard site. So eventually insured loss was 4 times Typhoon Rusa. It is because Typhoon Rusa loss was occurred from 2 household and farmers and public facility that was shown low insurance penetration. But in case of Typhoon Memi, it has a loss to industrial and commercial side. So even though the economic loss is lower than Typhoon Rusa, the insured loss was higher, 4 times higher than Typhoon Rusa. This table shows you annual number of earthquakes since 1990s. We have 2 earthquakes above magnitude 5, and total number of small earthquakes is increasing trend. But the earthquakes above magnitude 3 is a constant trend. This is the earthquake epicenter distribution map. And we have 4 times earthquake damages and 3 times tsunami damages. But just small people injured and just property damages was recorded. In this slide, I analyzed natural hazard insured ratio of property insurance. In the upper table, typhoon risk is insured just over 10%, but the insured amount is almost 80% of total sum insured. And in case of earthquake, it's just around 4% of policies insured for earthquake risks, but insured amount is almost over 70% of our total sum insured. So in the below table, natural hazard for fire insurance. In case of typhoon, this is just 7% of properties are insured, and 37% of insured amount is covered. But in case of earthquake, it's a small portion of properties, policies, and insured amount will be covered. This is because fire insurance is mainly used for household and farmers or small businessmen's contract. So in this field, usually the low insurance penetration will show, but in case of the upper table, property risk or contractors risk, like this kind of programs, is used for commercial and industrial contracting. So relatively, even though it has a small number of policies, but large insured amount will be shown. Mostly household and farmers and government are more vulnerable to natural disaster when compared with commercial and industrial sectors. That is because market penetration is relatively low in household and farmers, so government had to subsidize for recovery. In Korea, we have 4 state-run insurance programs. Private insurance companies participating in original insurer or on the insurer. The first program is the insurance for typhoon and flood damages. It covers house and its contents and greenhouse or farm. It was established in 2006. And the second one is crop insurance. It shows the largest market size. It covers 25 items of agricultural products, including fruits, rice, and vegetables. It was established in 2001. Due to low insurance penetration, government had to subsidize for recovery, so they have to promote and boom up all these kind of state-run insurance programs for nowadays. The next one is aquaculture and fishery products insurance. It covers 5 items of aquaculture and fishery products. And the last one is livestock insurance. 15 items will be covered for cow, pig, or horse, or dog like that. We think within a few years, government and insurance company exposure will be increased because insured ratio will grow. So we need to find various tools for risk transfer. This slide shows the Korean capital market capacity. Even though general insurance industry direct written premium in 2010 is $43 billion, Korean insurance industry is remarked to global top 10 size, but when comparing to capital market size, we can use this market for another resource to risk transfer using ILS. This part is for analyzing the regulatory framework in Korea for ILS. At this present time, we don't prepare for suitable regulation for ILS. So since last July, I've been working with our government financials providing services for preparing cap bond transaction. I think it's better to explain the current insurance regulations and considerations for ILS. And lastly, I will talk about our working group for preparing cap bond transaction. In Korea, we have 5 regulations and some guidelines for insurance business. Among those regulations, ILS transactions should be specified and separated because each characteristics are different from other insurance business. Especially two differences can be supposed. One is a special purpose vehicle has limited work scope and it has also bankruptcy remote structure. So consequently, it has less regulatory risk compared to other type of insurance business. Article 12 for enforcement degree of the Insurance Business Act, it defines about the capital